So you prepare yourself to purchase a home and you are ready. Now it's time to choose a realtor to work with to help you find that home. So what do you look for in the realtor who's going to help you in that? Well, the first things you need to do is not work with a listing agent. I'm going to explain why. Not pick out an agent out of Zillow and call the number there. And I'll also tell you why. And if someone recommends a friend for you, be sure that friend or that recommendation has the following 10 criteria for the agent who will help you buy that home. Stay with me. I'm James Abdulmalik with Keller Williams Palos Verdes and Keller Williams Luxury International. I'm a California realtor. I made this video to help you in making the right choice in choosing your realtor. As I mentioned, because a lot of people think that's a smart thing to do not go to the listing agent. Why is that a bad thing? Because the listing agent, his main loyalty is to the seller. He's trying to get him the best possible price. Okay? So that means more money that you have to purchase. Some people may tell you, okay, well, I would go there and make a deal with him so he will double the commission. Well, it doesn't work like that. If he's going to be unloyal to the seller in order that you would get the deal, why should he be loyal to you? Another thing, if you want to deal with the listing agents, my recommendation is it has to be someone that you know from before. It has to be a close friend. If it's a close friend, he may get you the deal, but still he is bound by all the other offers. Even if you're his best friend and there is a higher offer than yours, he has to present it to the seller. And of course, the seller is going to choose the best possible price. Secondly, not go with Zillow. Why is that a bad thing? Because all the agents you see on Zillow where call the number to arrange a showing are agents who pay money to Zillow in order that people would call them. So they're not really real estate experts or the best of the best. They're just people who are trying to make a business. They're spending money because they can't get any leads and they can't find any buyers. So they just pay Zillow and Zillow, routes the call. Thirdly, what if a friend or someone that I know recommends a real estate agent? Do I just work with him right away? You can, but just make sure he has the following criteria or features, which you will be able to sense when you talk with him. Number one, make sure that realtor is knowledgeable. He's knowledgeable with all the real estate laws and he's knowledgeable with the real estate market changes. Number two, he's responsive. You got to make sure you're working with an agent who is very responsive, who always picks up his phone when you call him, who responds to your texts immediately. And even if he doesn't pick up his phone, he will get back to you right away because we are busy and we deal with other clients and we go into meetings. But at least when someone calls me, and I do miss his calls, which rarely happens, I would get back to my client within an hour to answer any inquiry he may have. Number three, he must be honest. You want to work with an agent who is honest and who points out the faults of the home as he sees, because there are seeable faults and there is unseeable faults. But to the best of his knowledge, whatever home has, whatever kind of faults it is, he will point it out to you. Number four, you need an agent who explains for you what you're signing on, and he explains to you what the procedure is. For example, there are many self-disclosures that a lot of agents just make their client buyers just sign without understanding what they're signing. Like the NHD report, which tell you the zoning of the house and the zonings surrounding the house. The seller property questionnaire. These are important disclosures the seller would discuss to tell you what are major issues with the home. So this needs to be explained to you rather than just sign here and that's it. A lot of clients who bought houses discovered that there was some issues with the house, but they didn't understand because they were just signing without the agent explaining to them what was the problem with the house. Another thing, make sure that agent has communication skills. The communication skills is important because he will be communicating with the listing agents and all the other team members, whether it was title or home warranty or the insurance, and he wants to make sure everything is going in the right direction. Number 6, make sure you work with an agent who conveys to you information, not just telling you how good he is. It's not important what he says. You want to see actions rather than words. Number 7, experience. When you buy a home, make sure you worked with an agent who's done this many times before. Don't work with an agent who's just because he's your friend and he's trying the first transaction on you, because there will be mistakes. And they could be very big, costly mistakes. So make sure that the agent you're working with is experienced, who've done at least 20 transactions throughout his career. Number 8, make sure your agent has negotiation skills. That's a very important factor. Maybe the agent you're working with is not good with negotiations. You would just put, for example, just the asking price. What if there is no multiple offers and you don't need to put asking price or over asking price? You're the only one putting an offer. Then you can knock the price down. For sure you can. So make sure that agent has negotiation skills. Number 9, pick an agent who cares about you. He cares about your welfare. Not just telling you to buy the first house you see, the second house, the third house. He takes your opinion. If you like the house, if there is any faults in the house, he will point it out. Number 10, pick an agent who will look after you even after the transaction is over. A lot of my buyer clients, they still call me after they bought the house. You know, they run into issues. It could be with the HOA or whatever. And I still help them out. I listen to, I tell them, I route them in the right channel where they can find the help they need. So make sure the agent you're working with has all these items, and if he does, then that's the agent to work with. If you ever want to buy a house and you want a free consultation, call me on the number shown on screen. If you want to sell a house, my number is on the screen. I will be happy to help you as well. This video was entirely for a buyer's agent. A video will be made for listing agents in the coming video. If you ever need my help in any way, be sure to contact me, and see you in my next video. God bless.